What is up, guys? Welcome back. But before we get started, definitely check out the private Discord server, link in the description below. It's really amazing. It's free until August 1st. Cancel anytime. You get a lot of stuff for the money they're paying. It's like the price of 2 Chipotle burritos. For example, 54% gains on PLL options, 500% gains on Newegg calls, and double your money with Disney calls. Some of our analysts are very talented, and we're here to help you make money and also offer you guys amazing chat room support, 24/7 hour support from our really helpful admins. So definitely check it out. Okay, let's get back to AMC, because what everyone is talking about for the stock is dark pools. And we're getting a massive increase in dark pool trading activity. Now, this isn't exactly the best thing in the world, because that means a lot of the trades that you're probably placing are not even being executed. And even New York Stock Exchange president has complained about this in the past few weeks. So this is big stuff. Now, we're also going to be combining this dark pool activity with some of the FTD data and also some of the NSCC. I'll try to explain it the best I can, but I'm just straight up connecting some of the dots together, and a lot of this data just simply looks very suspicious. Now, if you also check out what's going on with all this craziness, you do have a massive increase in the share price and then a massive decrease. We're seeing a lot of volatility for AMC and a massive influx of retail traders and also major hedge funds. Hedge funds are also getting into the massive attention of AMC. In fact, some of these hedge funds are opening massive positions, stocks, they're opening up a ton of options. It's big, okay? If you guys think you're the only ones opening up shares and options, think again. I mean, we have some of these major funds opening up millions of dollars worth of call options. For example, Cutler Group opening $12.6 million of call options, and this was reported like 3 to 4 days ago. It's actually pretty wild in my opinion. Nevertheless, if you check out Market Chameleon, the dark pool trades reported for AMC have accounted for 72% of the total volume today, and by today I mean July 23rd. And July 22nd, it was roughly 71%. So we do see the dark pool activity going up slow and steadily. And just to double check, did it really just say 72% of the total volume for dark pools? That is insanely high. I wasn't expecting a number this high. And over the past 20 days, the average dark pool volume has been 63%, which is still incredibly high. Now, for all of you guys who are saying why AMC went down, it could also be the massive dark pool volume. And you could also argue, why would dark pools even exist if there's so many complaints about it? Let me give you guys a quick example. So let's say you're a hedge fund and you're going to be making a massive trade. It's going to be a massive sell order, buy order, or just switching and just recalibrating all of your shares. Okay, it's pretty normal. Now, if you try to do this in the open market, you're as a trader, you're looking at the tick by tick, and you see humongous amounts of orders being sold or bought. That's going to freak everyone out. And even some of the smaller hedge funds will get freaked out as well. And everyone will start buying, everyone will start selling. It will create a huge amount of market volatility. And if you have this constant market volatility, you're going to have a very high VIX. The higher the VIX, the higher the fear, and the lower the stock will go. And people will start losing money. And to prevent this sort of stuff and have stocks have a slow and steady rise up without having to worry about this, the dark pools are created. Now you can actually trade shares behind closed doors without affecting the market's price. Now, dark pools are an amazing instrument, all right, to keeping the peace in the stock market, especially if you're a hedge fund wanting to make a massive trade. I get it, but they can also be abused. And what a lot of people have been saying, and even Twitter got really trendy, is too much of AMC's volume are in the dark pools. If you use a broker that reroutes the order to a market maker like Citadel, it's most likely going to be rerouted to the dark pools. We have the New York Stock Exchange president saying how the amount of orders being rerouted away from the New York Stock Exchange is extremely high. And the prices for meme stocks like AMC, GME, BlackBerry, etc., they're not being priced correctly. Because he also said supply and demand. These are not my words. These are the words coming from the NYSE president, okay? There's an article I talked about it several weeks ago, which I talked about as well on my channel. So definitely subscribe. Now, what he said was the prices don't reflect the supply and demand. For example, AMC, you don't have that much supply, but the demand is humongous. Just look at the amount of retail traders buying it. I go on r/AMC stock, r/Wall Street bets, and the amount of people talk about AMC is rising on a daily basis. So the interest is there. There's a lot of demand for the stock, but the supply is very low. What does this mean? the price is supposed to go up. But we're seeing a lot of orders being rerouted to the dark pools, which if you put a buy order and it gets rerouted to the dark pools, your buy order is probably not even going to be executed. Even though you see the shares, it's probably being heavily delayed and not even executed. But the moment you put a sell order, everyone says that that sell order will be executed on the public market, which causes the price of the stock to go down. And we kind of see what's going on. You saw a massive increase in dark pool activity, and the price also went down. Alongside with that, when you saw massive amounts of FTDs or failure to delivers being opened up, you also saw the price going down. So you do have really suspicious movements going on with AMC. Now, what does this have to do with the FTDs? Well, we could be seeing some really suspicious activity going on, because the moment when the dark pool activity started exploding exponentially, you also saw massive amounts of FTDs being placed. These are failure to delivers. These are essentially options that are in the money, and the market makers do not have the real shares to give to you. So they give you phantom shares, but they have 35 days to buy back the real shares and swap out the phantom shares, because you can't just have a bunch of phantom shares roaming around the exchanges. And look at all these shares that they got to buy back. This is unusual. There's roughly 46 million FTDs. That is a lot of FTDs. In comparison, Apple and Amazon only has 100 to 150,000 each. So 46 million is a really crazy amount. And this is actually really, really scary. Another big thing to keep in mind with this is the brand new rule that just got passed. The NSCC 2021-010. This is another big one, because this means that major exchanges and hedge funds, stuff like that, if they're in a really sticky situation, if there's a massive short squeeze, because obviously everyone knows that a lot of these major shorts are way over leveraging themselves, and it's not healthy. And this could cause a massive margin call and a massive liquidation if a bunch of shares are just skyrocketing and these meme stocks go up in price and the shorts cannot cover. So this rule comes out essentially saying that if this happens, instead of liquidating your position as a hedge fund, you could give the shares to them, I guess the NSCC or SEC, whoever these guys are, and they'll hold on to the shares. They'll take out a massive loan for you with interest, of course, and you can pay it off and you'll be fine. And they'll give you the shares back, but now you owe money and you're gonna have to slowly pay off this debt. Now, this is way better than liquidating a bunch of shares, because it'll cause a massive market crash, but let's just see what happens. Because of increased dark pool activity, really high amounts of FTDs being placed through, and also this rule suddenly being passed, we're seeing a lot of suspicious activity that really doesn't make much sense. So that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Comment below. This video is sponsored by Moomoo. Link in the description below. Click on it. Make a brokerage account, deposit some money, like $100, get 2 free stocks. It's literally free money, so why not check it out? See you guys later, and happy trading.